It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Chubb on the counter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to give this to Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throw right side, put in by Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'll probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bengals.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bengals 3.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 90, 11 90.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and 8. An option handoff here to Mixon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. We'll get this up to about the 44. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun to give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 44, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this 1st half. Not a guy you want to forget Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In motion to tight end.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
11. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown! Cole Kmet as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
13, round 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to...
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
12,
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that expression. It's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here we go.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Set, ready. Right,
They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They didn't want to crash in the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. 11. From midfield now, Burrow. He hits Adams complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mixing up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they said a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 12, 12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Now Burrow. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To the line, facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Burrow's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Burrow on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Gun. Cut.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
11 Thomas. 11. Stop.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
17. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Browns 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of the time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Here we go, here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Browns,